Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. Here we are again with a new session. Today, inshallah, we're going to have a revision on topic 14, graphs and data. So let's start with the first assignment that we have for today. Here it is. So guys, I need from each one of you to listen carefully to the question, then you can answer the question. Listen.
Katie measured the length of the hair ribbons from the girls on her soccer team. She used the data to make a line plot. What is the difference in length between the shortest and longest hair ribbon? Enter your answer in the box.
So guys, the question here is to find the difference between the shortest and the longest one. Okay, let's check the line plot that we have. Here, the shortest one is 9, but the longest one is 16. So the difference between 9 and 16, I should subtract 9 from 16. So 16 minus 9 gives us, yes, excellent, gives us 7. Move to the next one.
Roberto's group measured the length of their earthworms in science class. They used the data to make a line plot. What is the most common earthworm length?
So guys, here, the most common length means the most repeated. So let's just check the line plot. Here it is 7. How many dots it has? Yes, 3 dots. How about 8? 2. And 10, only 1, but 12 twice. So you can see here that 7, yes, has been repeated more than 8, 10, and 12. That's why 7 is the most repeated or the most common length. We should choose 7. Excellent. Move to the next question.
Look at the data in the table. Which line plot correctly shows the data?
This question, guys, really, I like it so much because it needs a smart one. So pay attention. He's asking about which line plot shows the data correctly. So I need to check each one of them, A, B, C, and D, and try to find out which one is correct. So let's start with the first one, option A. So you can here compare the data or the represented data by the line plot to the data that you have inside the table. For example, 6 has only 1 dot, and 6 here in the table has been repeated only 1 time. How about 8? 8 has 3 dots, and 8 has been repeated here 3 times. Move to 10, only 1 time. 12, yes, 3 times, and it has 3 dots also. 1, 2, 3. How about 14? Only 1 time. So option A is totally correct than B, C, and D. Because guys, if you started to check option B, you will find here a mistake. The mistake is that 6 has been repeated twice, but 6 in the table only 1 time. How about 8? 2 dots, but in the table has been repeated 3 times. You know, guys, it's enough to find only one mistake to say if it is correct or not. So option B is totally correct. It's totally wrong. How about option C? Option C, we can find out here that 15 has a dot, but there is no 15 inside the table. Yes. And 8 has 2 dots, but 8 has been repeated 3 times. That's why option C is totally wrong. Move to option D. The mistake here is that 14 has 2 dots, but 14 here has been repeated only 1 time. That's why option D is totally wrong. Okay, guys, move to the next question.
Use the line plot to solve the problem. How many picture books are longer than 10 inches? Enter your answer in the box.
This question also, guys, I like it really. He's asking about how many picture books are longer than 10 inches. Come on, let's just check the length plot that we have. The length is which are more than 10, they are 12 and 14. And you can see here that 12 has been repeated twice and 14 has been repeated also twice. So both of them have been repeated 4 times. So I should write down here inside the box 4 times. Yes, excellent. The last question that we have in the first assignment, here it is. Listen.
The students measured the length of their hands in centimeters. They used the data to make a line plot. Which statements about the line plot are correct? Choose all that apply.
So guys, according to the lamp law that we are going to decide if the statement that we have true or not. So let's start with the first option. He said that the difference between the shortest and the longest one is 10 centimeter. Okay, let's start, or let's check the lamp plot. The shortest length here is 10 centimeter, but the longest one is 17. So 17 minus 10, the difference between them is 10. No, it's 7. Yes, because 17 minus 10 is 7. So option A is totally wrong. Move to option B. He said that 3 students' hands are longer than 14. Here we can see that the length is more than 14. They are 15 and 17. 15 has been repeated only one time. 17 has two dots. So both of them, yes, 3 times. So option B, yes, definitely, it's true. How about option C? 3 students' hands measure 13. Let's check 13 centimeter. Here it is 13. It has only two dots, teacher. So option C is totally wrong. How about option D? Let's move to option D and see. Yes, he said that the most common length is 10 centimeter. And we can see here, it's so clear that 10 is the most repeated length. See how many dots it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, much more than 12, 13, 15, and 17. That's why option D is the most common length is 10 centimeter. Option D is totally right. It's totally correct. Move. Now we already finished the first assignment. Okay, we can submit the test. Yes, 100%.